Okay, so to needle tension the York stitch, you are not able to have both of your loops on your thumb. You have to have the latest one on your thumb and the other one has to be behind your thumb. Obviously because it's going to be smaller than your thumb. So what we do with the York stitch in this position is we go, it's very similar to what we were doing, but we go from the back to the front on that loop behind your thumb and then down underneath the working loop that's on your thumb. Okay, so that again that's the loop behind your thumb. We're going through from the back to the front there and then down underneath the loop on your thumb and your working yarn. So effectively you're going through two loops again as you were before. Now as you push it through, you're taking your thumb out of that loop, and then before you push the needle all the way through, you tug on your working yarn until you have your loop the size you would like it. I tend to make it so that it will slide freely over the thickest part of my needle. No bigger or tighter than that. I don't want it to be a struggle, but that's how I do it. And then you pull forward as you were before, and then you're back to having one loop on your thumb. So that again, you've got previous loop behind your thumb and one on your thumb. We go from the back to the front for that back loop, underneath the thumb loop and the working yarn, push through, and just before you push it all the way through, we make sure we take our thumb out and then pull the working yarn to make that a little more snug, and then continue on through and pulling forward. Okay, so back to the front, under the thumb loop, under the working yarn, thumb out of that loop, pull that loop tighter, and then pull the yarn forward. So obviously this makes the York stitch more work and it will take longer than it would if you were thumb tensioning. The chunkier the yarn, the better the thumb tensioning looks. The thinner the yarn, the more likely you're going to want to needle tension. So again, we've got that loop on the back of our thumb there and one on our thumb. We go from the back to the front for that loop, down, under the loop, the thumb loop, under the working yarn, push it forward, thumb out of that loop, pull that closed, and then pull that forward. Now you will see the difference here. So this is what we were doing before with our thumb tensioning, and this is what we're doing now with our needle tensioning. Just ignore my little wonky bit there. So there you go. That's how to do the York stitch, both thumb tensioning and needle tensioning. Next video we'll learn how to join our York stitch in the round, very similar to the Oslo stitch. I hope this has been useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.